Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's puzzle is actually taking a riff off the yesterday's puzzle is another first puzzle, and it's called My First Puzzle by Puzzle Tank. So, congrats on setting your first puzzle. That's pretty cool. Anyways, here are the rules of Puzzle Tank's first puzzle. We have normal Sudoku rules, which means place the digits 1 through 9 in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. We also have killer cages, where digits in a cage must not repeat and sum to the number in the top left corner. So for example, these 3 digits sum to 13, these 4 sum to 15, these 4 sum to 20, these 3 sum to 7, etc., etc. So you could have something like 3, 7, 4, and 6 here. And that would satisfy this killer cage because all 3, 4 plus 6 and 7 adds up to 20. That's how killer cages work. We also have between lines, where numbers on lines, so these are specifically the between lines. Numbers on lines must be strictly between the numbers in its circle. So, for example, you could have 1, 2, 3 here, and this is 4. And this would be valid because 2 and 3 are between the numbers 1 and 4. And that's how between lines, an example of how between lines work. We also have a palindrome line, and this is the palindrome line. So digits on a palindrome line must read the same forward and backwards. For example, a 4-cell palindrome line may be 1, 2, 2, 1, or as an example, we could have something like 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 on this palindrome line, because it reads the same going this way as it does going this way. And that's an example of how palindrome lines work. We also have crop key dots, where digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive, and digits separated by a black dot must be in a 1-to-2 ratio. So, for example, if this were a 6, this would have to be a 5 or 7 to make sure that these digits are consecutive. If this were, say, a 2, this would have to be a 1 or 4 to make sure that these digits are in a 1-to-2 ratio. And that's how crop key dots work with both the white and the black variety. We also have XV, where digits separated by an X must sum to 10. So for example, if this were 3, this would have to be a 7 because these two digits must add up to 10. And then finally, we have quadruple, where digits in a quadruple circle must appear in the 4 adjacent cells. So we know around these 4 cells, in these 4 cells, there has to be a 5, a 6, a 7, and an 8. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, couple of things that I see. We have a 5, 6, 7, 8 quad here. And 8, that means all of these digits are 5, 6, 7, and 8. Because, right, there's 4 digits for 4 spaces. So they have to appear in all 4 spaces. 8 cannot be here, so 8 has to be one of these 2 digits here. Also, this digit is in a 1-to-2 ratio with another digit. 5 can never be in that cannot be in that relationship because 5 is double of 2.5, which is not a digit. And if you double 5, you get 10. The same thing with 7. 7 is double of 3.5, which is not a digit. And if you double 7, you get 14, which is not a digit. So this has to be specifically 6 or 8, which means this is next to 3 or 4 here. So that's one thing for the quad. Another thing that I see is for palindrome lines, especially if there are 3 along a line and they match this, these 3 digits obviously must be the same as these 3 digits. So in this order, they're the same that way, right? So since these 3 digits are the same as these 3 digits, they also, where can they be in row 3? Obviously, they can't be here in row 3 because they're those 3 digits, and these 3 digits cannot be here either. So they have to be the same as these 3 digits. So these 3 digits here are the same, exact same as these 3 digits. So that's one thing we know. And that's just the way that the way this palindrome line is constructed. That's just a pretty given there. 8 is here, so this can never be 2, 8. Actually, it couldn't be 2 anyways, because 2 can't be here. Where is 2 in this upper central box? Can't be the green, because it sees those cells. So 2 would have to be here, and then 2 has to be one of those 3. Also, we see a cage which has that add 3 cells that add up to 7. Well, we know that must be the set 1, 2, and 4, because those are the only 3 unique digits that can ever add up to 7 in a normal Sudoku. So this is 1, and this has to be a 2, 4 pair here. Okay. So 1 is here, which means 1 has to be one of these digits here. Well, since 1 is one of these digits here, what digits can add up with it to add up to 21? The other 3 digits have to add up to 21 minus 1, which is 20, right? So you could have 389, 479. You cannot have 569 because there's a 5 in the box. So this is either 1 with 389, 479, and you cannot have 569, you can't have 578. And those are the only possibilities. Therefore, 2 can't be here because of the 2, 4 pair. Where is the 2 in this box then? It has to be here. So this is 2, which means one of these 2 digits is a 2. We also have to have a 6 somewhere in this box. It cannot be here. Because again, if you try to have 1 and 6 here, that would need 2 digits adding up to 21 minus 1, and minus 1 is 6, which is 14. So 2 digits adding up to 14 would either be 5, 9 or 6, 8, but the 6 and the 5 are already taken. So 6 has to be one of these digits here. And in fact, where is the 4 in this box? 4 can't be here, 4 has to be in here. So this has to have a 1, it has to have a 4. That gives you 1 and 4 here. That means that adds up to 5. 21 minus 5 is 16. The other 2 digits must add up to 16, so this must be 7 and 9. This leaves us a 1, 4, 7, 9 quadruple in this box, which leaves us the remaining digits as 3, 6, and 8. So this is 3, 6, 8 here. If this were 6, that would require a 3 and an 8 to be here, but then this digit could never have any digit that would have the 3 and the 8 in between it and the 6. So this can never be 6 then. These 2 digits are in a 1 to 2 ratio. You cannot have a 2 there, you can't have a 4. That eliminates 1, 2, 2, 4, and 4, 8. The only remaining digits now that can be there then are 3 and 6. This 3, 6 pair eliminates 3 and 6 in the rest of the column, so this cannot be 3 or 6, so this is 8, which means this has to be a 3 and a 6 here. The only digits that can be here then, which 3 and 6 are between 8 and that digit, are 1 and 2. We know one of the 3, 6 digits must be in the green digits here. Therefore, this cannot be 3 and 6, right? Because if this is 3 and this is 6, that would force this to be 3, so the 3 would have to be in the green digits, but we already have a 3 in that box, so this cannot be 3, 6. This must be 4, this must be 8, which means this can't be 8 here. 8 cannot be here, so 8 has to be one of these 2 digits. 8 has to be one of these 3, because 8 is here, It cannot be the green cell, cannot be, so it can't be here. It has to be one of these two, which eliminates 8 here. Where is the 8 in this upper left box? It has to be here. So this is 8. This 3, 6 pair eliminates 3 and 6 from the rest of the box. This can't be 6. This is a 5, 7. This is a 6, then guaranteed. 4 is here, which forces 4 to be one of these digits here, which means 4 is one of these digits here. Remaining digits, this can't be 4. Remaining digits in column 1 are 1, 7, 9, I believe, right? Yep. Okay. What else do we have? Remaining digits in row 7 have to be 5, 7, and 9. But if the 9 is here, well, that's one thing about between lines. In between lines, 1 and 9 can never be in the digits on the line, right? They can always be the ones in the circles, but they can never be on the lines. Because if they are on the line, what digit is surrounding like a 9 that the 9 would be in between? There is no digit, right? So this has to be 5, 7. It's a 5, 7 pair, which eliminates 5 and 7 in the rest of the row. Therefore, this must be 9 here. This has to be 8 or 9 for the 5 and 7 to be in between that and 1. So this is 7, 8, or 9 here. You know 8 is one of these two digits here because it's either a 7, 8 consecutive or an 8, 9 consecutive. Well, since 8 is here and 8 is here, where is the 8 in column 5? Can't be here because of the 8 in the box. Can't be here because one of these must be 8. Can't be here because this is a 2 or 4, and this is 6. So 8 has to be here. This is 1, 5, and 7. Therefore, this adds up to what? 13. 13 plus 20 is 32. Where is the 5 in this lower central box? It has to be here. This is 5. Yeah, how do you have a 1 to 2 ratio with 5 and 7? Something's problematic here. Uh, hmm. Oh, it's 13. Okay, so this is 12. Okay, my bad. It wasn't calculating correctly. 1, 5, and 7 is 13 plus 20 is 33. 45 minus 33, so I kept saying 32, and it was actually 33. 45 minus 33 is 12, so this has to be 12, which means in the 1 to 2 ratio, one's 4 and the other one's 8. Well, 8 can't be here, so 8 has to be here. This is 4. This 4 eliminates 4 here. This must be a 2, 3, 6, 9 quadruplet because that's all that's left. And 2 cannot be here and 6 cannot be here. Therefore, this is a 3, 9 pair, which eliminates 3 and 9 in the rest of the row and the rest of the box. So this can't be 3 or 9. This 3, 9 pair eliminates 9 here. So that makes a 4, 7 pair, which eliminates 7 here. That leaves these digits as 3 and 7. 5 eliminates 5 here, so one of these two digits is a 5. We have 4 digits adding up to 15 here. If it's 9, it has to be 1, 2, and 3. If it's 8, That must be 1, 2, and 4 adding up with it. This could be, either of these could be 1, 2, 3. If it's 4, it's 1, 2, 4. 4 cannot be here. If it's 7 here, the rest of the 3 digits must add up to 8. So it's either 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4. Either way, 1 does have to be here. Right? So then 1 is one of these 3 digits here. We're not sure which. What digits can be here? There's no 2 in this 13 cage. So the possibilities are 139, 148. Actually can't be 148 because the 8 sees this cell and the 8 sees these 2 cells. So there can't be an 8 here either. So there's no 2, there's no 8. So 139 works, 156 potentially works. 139, so this can't be 3, so this would have to be 3 if that's the case. And this would be a 1-9 pair there. 156, because 148 doesn't work because of the 8. Actually, it's 157. Apologies for that. It's not 15. Huh. Well, 157 is a possibility. 166 obviously doesn't work. There's no 2. You could have 3, 4, and 6. If this is, but this can't be 3, 4, or 6, so that doesn't work. So it has to have a 1 in it. That's all we know. And it's 193 or 157. Because there's no 2, there's no 8. Okay. These 2 digits add up to 10. It could be 1937, and this can't be 4. So this would be 4 and that's 6 if that's the case. Okay. This digit is the same as that one. Okay, so this digit has to be 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 as possibilities. So this is 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Cannot be 1. Can't be 1. This can't be 2. So this can't be 2. So this is 3, 6, or 7. We have a 3, 6, 7 triplet now in column 4, which eliminates 3, 6, and 7 in the rest of the column. So this must be 1 or 2. Well, we have a 1, 2 pair in this box, which eliminates 1 and 2 from the rest of the box. Therefore, this can't be 2 here. Therefore, if this is 1, 2, 5, 7, the 5 has to be here. So 5 can never be here. 2 is here. This has to be 4, 1, 5, 7, 9 as possibilities. What are these digits, I guess? I don't know. This can't be 8 because of the 8 in the column. Where is the 8 in column 7 then? Can't be here because of the 8 in the box. Can't be here. Can't be either of these two, so it must be here. So this is 8. What else are we looking for? Could start looking at these, I guess. I don't know. 5 has to be here, so 5 cannot be here, or the rest of this column. Okay, where can the 6 be in this central box? Can't be here anymore. Can't be any of these because, again, this has to be consecutive with 8 or 9. And this is added with this digit to add up to 15. And this is only 7, 8, or 9 then. So this has to be a 6 here, which means this can't be 6. We have a 5, 7 pair in column 3, which eliminates 5 and 7 in the rest of the column. This can't be 7, so this is 4, this is 7. This 4 and 7 eliminates 4 and 7 here. Where is the 4 in this box then? It has to be here. So this is 4. This can't be 6, so this is 3 or 7. This can't be 6, so this is 3 or 7. That eliminates this from ever being a 3-7 pair, adding up to 10, because that would eliminate all possibilities for that cell. So this has to be either 1, 9 or 4, 6 here. Okay. Hmm. These digits have to be specifically 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, or 9. Well, this can't be 1, so this can't be 1 because they're the same digit. This can't be 6, so this can't be 6 here. That's all we have, really. Do we have anything else? No, not really. We have the killer cages, between lines, which are essentially done. Palindromes, which are kind of done. Kropki, X, and quadruple. What's the remaining digit? Okay, we have a 1919 pair in column. Yeah, we have a 1919 pair in column 3, which leaves the remaining digits as 2, 3, and 6. We also know 5 has to be in the green because it's here only in this box. So it has to be here, here, then here. So 5 is one of these two, 5 is one of those two. This cannot be 7 because of the 7 in the column. So it's 19193. Or it's 715 here. That means 1 and 9 cannot be here, right? If this is 19193, well, this would be 6. 19193, that would be 6. Therefore, this would be a 5-7 pair here, right? So if this is 19193, because 3 can't be here, it can't be here because of the 3-6 pair here. We have a 1919 pair. The 3 would eliminate 3 here, so that's 6. That would leave both of these cells as 5, 7, but that would eliminate all possibilities for that cell. So this cannot be 19193. It has to be 7 with a 1-5 pair. That eliminates 1 and 5. The 7 eliminates 7 in the rest of column 1. That leaves a 1-9, 1-9 pair in this box, which eliminates 1 and 9 in the rest of the box. This can't be 1. This is 5, which makes this 1. The 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 5 and 7. So we know 1 and 9 cannot be in the green. So this can't be 1. We have 5 and 7 with 3 or 6. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 9, which makes this 1. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 9, which makes this 1, which makes that 9. That leaves this as a 3, 6, 8 triplet here. 1 cannot be here, so this can't be 1 here. Where is the 1, which we do have to have in this 15 cage? It has to be here, so this is 1. That means this can't be 1. This is 2, which makes that a 1. What else do we have here? This can't be 5 anymore. So it's either 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, or 1, 3, 4. We're not sure which. Okay, what are the remaining digits in row 4? It has to be 2, 3, 4, and 9, right? Well, this can't be 2 because of this 2. This can't be 4. That doesn't leave very. It doesn't eliminate very much. This 2 eliminates 2 here. So this, where is the 2 in column 3? It has to be here. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so this is 8, which means this cannot be 8. This is 7 or 9. That means this can't be 8. Where is the 8 in column 2? It has to be here. Okay, so that means this is either 1, 2, 3, 9, or 1, 3, 4, 7. So either way, the 3 cannot be in this, sorry, it has to be in this cage, which eliminates 3 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 3, this can't be 3. What? So if this is 1, 2, 3, and 9, that makes this 4. And that does work. If this is not, well, it could be 1, 3, 4 here. 7, 9. Okay, we know 5 has to be one of these digits here, which means this cannot be 5. So where is the 5 then? It has to be here, which makes this a 3, 7 pair here. So 5 is here, which forces this to be 5, and this can't be 5 because of the palindrome. We have a 3, 5, and 7 as the rest of the digits. This is 2 and 6 left. So since this is 2, 6, this 3, 7 pair eliminates 3 in the rest of the row. So this is 6, this is 3. That 6, 2, 6 pair also eliminates 6 here. So this can't be 4 and 6. It's 1 and 9, which makes this 4. This 9 eliminates 9 here. So that's 2, which forces this to be a 1, 3, 4, which adds up with 7 to add up to 15. 3, 4 pair eliminates 4 here. Actually, this 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 3, 4. This must be 9. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 2 and 4. 2 eliminates that from being a 2. So this is 2 here. This has to be 6. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 3, 7, 3, 7. This 3 forces this to be a 3 here because of the palindrome line, so this is 7. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so that's 6 and 2. The remaining digit here is a 9, and this has to be a 1. The 5 here eliminates 5 here. It's 7, 5. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 6 and 2. 3 eliminates 3 here. It's 9 and 3. That leaves this digit as a 6, which forces this not to be 6, so it's 3, 6, 3, and 6. We're missing 3 and 5 here. This can't be 3 because of that 3, so this is 5. This is 3. We're missing 5 and 9 here. This can't be 9 because of that 9, so it's 5 and 9, and then 4 and 7. So that's 4, and that's a 7. Yeah. Sorry, it took me a little longer to do this. I'm not really sure why. It didn't flow too well for me, but that's just probably something with me. Um, just what I was looking for. I don't know. It was interesting. Nice first little puzzle there, puzzle tank. Yeah, and I hope you had a good time watching this episode. And I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.